Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Jared Anderson is labeled a fraud. Now, to be fair, this particular thumbnail was on a video that I saw, and I'm counterpunching. I normally don't do this like I used to, but I felt it was relevant. And the question is Jared Anderson a fraud? First of all, when you start asking questions about someone being a fraud and you put fraud and that person in the same circle, they're normally that thing. That's what people are going to talk more about. So by association, Jared Anderson is labeled a fraud. Now, is he a fraud though, in my opinion? No, I don't think he's a fraud at all. And here's the thing. I don't believe that based on Martin McCauley and his experience. You know, he sparred the best fighters in the world. He sparred the champions, Joshua, Usyk, Dubois, Joyce, right, with the WBA interim. Or was it WBO? WBO. So, you know, he's been in there. He has some experience. You know, he got beat by Michael Hunter, and Michael Hunter is one of the most avoided fighters around. Okay, he took that L. But beating Jared Anderson, a guy that's untested, why would you call him a fraud if he's untested? You know, I don't think that's appropriate. I think that's wrong on so many levels, because this is a 24-year-old kid that got in there with a guy that obviously scaring the hell out of people. He's making buzz. Martin McCauley is making buzz. Okay? He's been saying, hey, I've knocked that dude out. I broke his nose. I went to war with Joshua. I done all this. And he said, I'm going to stop that kid. But it doesn't mean that he's a fraud. No, that's wrong on so many levels. But then here's the thing. I think what will happen when Martin McCauley starts knocking people out, I think then people will then give Jared Anderson a break. Because I don't think it's fair. And you got to keep in mind, this is a young man. You have to keep in mind, when he was undefeated, he was already doubting himself. He had trouble. He was troubled. And he went to Roy Jones for counsel. Now, he's taken the loss good, mind you. But that showed me that this guy's dealing with something within. The last thing you want to do is call somebody a fraud when he took a chance like that. Turki Al-Sheikh throws people in there and he expects you to sink or swim. And we've learned that about everybody across the board, not just Jared Anderson. Okay, Wilder lost back-to-back. Jared Anderson had a loss and a draw, right? Tyson Fury lost pretty much back-to-back. He fought Francis Ngannou. A lot of people think Francis beat him. Then he gets beat by Usyk. You know, controversial TKO, but decision officially. So, no, it's not about calling someone a fraud because they lose a fight. You know, obviously this guy had a great game plan for Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson just did not listen. Now, is he a guy that lacks instruction? Maybe. He may be a guy that lacks instruction. But to call him a fraud, I think that's inappropriate. You know, give the guy a chance. Let's see what he does. Let's see what this guy does before we do that. Better yet, let's see what Martin McCauley does. You know, because your losses don't really define you. Your wins do. And how you bounce back from a loss defines you. Okay? Bottom line, I think Jared Anderson still has a chance to be the heavyweight champion of the world. He just fought a guy that was a beast, a live beast. Okay? And he paid for it. It is what it is. You know, but calling him a fraud, no, I don't agree with that. You guys tell me what you think of people now labeling Jared Anderson, Big Baby, a fraud. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace!